From the heart of Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia. A deadly chain of events as a police chase spanning 2 states ends in gunfire, leaving a woman dead. Tense moments that had multiple neighborhoods on edge.
And frightening home invasions have homeowners in South Jersey town on alert. What residents are now planning to do to help address recent crime.
You'll need an umbrella and the windshield wipers this morning. Parts of our region are waking up to heavy showers, and the rain will be sticking around today. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the news at 7, streaming on CBS News Philadelphia and on Philly 57. I'm Jim Donovan.
And I'm Janelle Burrell. Thanks for starting your morning with us. We're going to start with your next weather forecast. It's Sasaki when meteorologist Kate Bilo has all the details. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Janelle. Hey, Jim. Yeah, as promised, the dud of the week has arrived. It is not a great day. Yesterday, we got to 74 degrees before the clouds and the rain moved in. Today, no such luck. You can see we've got rain moving through the area right now. And what to expect for today, we're looking at steady rain through the morning drive. We've been seeing it all morning long. The heaviest is over South Jersey, the shore points in southern Delaware. But a steady light to moderate rain has been with us all morning in the city. It is damp, it is dreary, it's hard to get moving. If there's any good news, it does look like the steadiest rain is going to shift out by midday. And for the afternoon commute, it's more just scattered showers, maybe a little drizzle, still kind of cloudy and cool, but not that pouring rain that looked like it might continue right into the afternoon. This is moving out just a bit faster. A cool breeze today, highs only in the 60s. And again, another look at where the rain is now. The heaviest is over South Jersey and Delaware, but a steady light rain or drizzle around the city and nearby north and west suburbs. And that will be with us through the morning. Pockets of heavy rain along the Garden State Parkway here, 55 back into Cumberland County. Dover seeing a pretty good soaking as we speak, and temperatures have just managed to hit the 60 mark again. We're not going to get much better than the low to mid 60s with shower chances at any time throughout the day. We have an evolving forecast for the weekend. We'll take a closer look at a couple different scenarios coming up with your full forecast in just a bit. But it's been busy on the roads this morning, and the weather's not helping, Chandler.
Yeah, lots been going on this morning, but the good news is the Vine Street Expressway completely back to normal following an overnight fatal crash that had the westbound lanes closed right at Broad Street. We are looking good in both directions. Traffic is moving once again. No residual delays to worry about. So as you travel from 95 toward the Schuylkill Expressway, we're in good shape. Let me take you up to East Norriton. There is a new accident along Germantown Pike, partially blocking the roadway in both directions, right at Route 202. And the rails continue to be a bit busy. All SEPTA regional rails are operating due to system-wide communication issues. So delays across the board. Double check those schedules. Market Frankford line westbound was also operating with a delay earlier due to a track issue, but that has resolved, just a residual delay, and a number of SEPTA buses still operating with crew shortage problems. So delays there as well, Jim.
Thank you, Chandler. Car chase, crash, and shooting. Police say a 23-year-old woman was at the center of a crime spree yesterday that spanned 2 states.
That chase starting in Wilmington and continued into Upper Chichester before ending in a deadly shootout in Chester. CBS News Philadelphia's Jan Carabeo joining us now from the newsroom with how this all unfolded. Jan, good morning.
Janelle and Jim, good morning. Investigators say this woman tried to get away from police 3 times. It all started in Wilmington just before noon yesterday when police tried to arrest the 23-year-old woman in connection with a shooting that happened back in December. Well, she was able to get away, and that started a series of police chases and crashes that ended in gunfire. This is where the chaotic series of events ended, in the middle of a residential street in Chester, Delaware County. Chopper 3 overhead capturing the tense scene as police had guns drawn and took cover. Now, police say the woman was chased from Wilmington. She first crashed then into Chichester and opened fire on police there. And then, after getting into another vehicle and getting away, she crashed again, this time on Curlin Street in Chester. That's where police say she broke into a home by crawling through a window. CBS News Philadelphia spoke to one woman who was in that home at the time. Sabrina Briscoe was with her daughter-in-law and 1-year-old granddaughter. Take a listen to what she says happened as that wanted woman broke in and after Briscoe and her family were able to make it out of that home safely.
She pushes the fan in and come through this little the side window, like stuff like that. Next thing you know, she got dog pleading and bleeding and all that stuff all on her hands. She's like, I don't have no weapon, just help me, please. I'm on the phone talking to someone now. Just give them your address so they can come pick me up. She stole the keys to my daughter-in-law's car. And I don't know, next thing you know, we just heard all these shots and stuff like that. So we all had to duck down and everything like that. I was ducking behind a police officer with the vest.
Yeah, police had that house surrounded, and as the 23-year-old tried to escape for a third time, investigators say police from several different agencies opened fire, killing that woman inside of that maroon sedan. The Wilmington police officers who discharged their weapons are now on administrative duty pending the outcome of an investigation, and one Wilmington police officer was taken to the hospital for a minor injury. Meantime, this is all now under investigation by the Delaware County District Attorney's Office. Janelle.
All right, quite a scene there. Jan, thank you so much for that. Now to an update to a story we first brought you yesterday morning. Philadelphia police are hoping that somebody will recognize two women who are wanted in connection with a deadly shooting in Point Breeze. Take a look at this. These are surveillance images released by police. Investigators say the pair got into an argument with Tyrese Jerry inside of a deli at 20th and Federal Streets Monday night. According to police, the woman in the white sweatshirt you saw there then took out a gun, shooting Jerry. If you have any information about who these women are or where they may be, you're asked to contact Philadelphia police. And detectives in Philadelphia need your help finding this man, Arthur Jones, who was wanted for assault of an off-duty police officer. That attack happening Sunday morning on the 2100 block of Oxford Street in North Philadelphia. According to police, a car was blocking the street, preventing that officer from driving home. They say he was then assaulted inside and outside of his car and then hit by a car. His personal gun was also stolen, and police are also looking for this woman in connection with that case. If you know where either may be, please contact police.
Investigators are working to determine the cause of an early morning fire at a funeral home in North Philadelphia. Firefighters were called out to the Pennock Funeral Home on Montgomery Avenue just before 1:30 this morning. Video shows smoke coming from the windows and roof of the three-story building. Crews got the fire under control in about a half hour. There are no reports of any injuries. Today, the city of Philadelphia is opening a resource center for more than 100 residents impacted by an apartment fire earlier this month in West Philadelphia at 49th and Spruce Streets. The center will be open from noon until 8 tonight. You'll be able to find assistance with identification and document replacement, housing guidance, pet care, help with replacing certain belongings, and more.
Former President Donald Trump's Manhattan criminal trial taking a turn yesterday as his lawyers began cross-examining the prosecution's star witness, Michael Cohen.
Defense attorneys are attempting to paint Trump's former fixer as motivated by vengeance. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill has more from New York.
Michael Cohen, Trump's fixer turned fierce adversary, is facing a confrontational cross-examination from the former president's defense.
We had a very good day.
Tuesday, Trump's attorney Todd Blanche worked to discredit Cohen, pointing out his public attacks on his former boss and attempts to sell disparaging merch online, like this T-shirt depicting Trump behind bars. At one point, Blanche asked Cohen if he wanted to see Trump convicted. Cohen responded, sure.
They're basically doing everything they can to make the jury see Cohen as someone who's really almost like a jilted lover, someone who at one point would do anything for Donald Trump, and now he's done a 180, and his whole life's motive is to get revenge.
A gag order has barred Trump from publicly discussing some details of the trial. Tuesday, an appeals court refused to remove it. But this week, a throng of big-name Republican supporters have shown up to court and lobbed attacks of their own, including House Speaker Mike Johnson.
This is the fifth week that President Trump has been in court for this sham of a trial.
In his testimony so far, Cohen claims Trump was aware of a plan to pay him back for funneling $130,000 to adult film star Stormy Daniels in order to hide an alleged past sexual encounter ahead of the 2016 election, saying Trump knew financial records would list the reimbursements as legal fees. Trump denies the encounter and has pleaded not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
A judge has rejected Hunter Biden's request to delay his trial on federal gun charges until September. The trial will start on June 3rd in Delaware. Lawyers for President Biden's son said they needed more time to line up witnesses and to go through evidence handed over by prosecutors. Hunter Biden is accused of lying about his drug use in October 2018 on a form he filled out to buy a gun. And today is day 3 of jury selection in the federal corruption trial of Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey. More than 24 potential jurors were interviewed yesterday and dismissed. About 36 were excused on Monday. Menendez is accused of accepting bribes of gold and cash and to use his influence to help officials in Egypt and Qatar. He has pleaded not guilty.
Atlantic City Mayor Marty Small is expected in court in Mays Landing this morning to face charges that he and his wife emotionally and physically abused their teenage daughter. The mayor and his wife, Laquetta Small, are charged with second-degree endangering the welfare of a child, among other charges. Today's hearing at the Atlantic County Superior Court is set for 10 a.m.